He don't care.
Well, you should care. Hurt my feelings, Joe.
He really don't.
He needs to care. Dick.
He is the most unbothered person. Like, he can do stuff with
I mean, he friended me. I know it's fucking bitch.
What?
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, he introduced people to all that movie stuff, and I donated all that time. He just fucking ditched me. Sure.
Well, he's a user. He doesn't like to think that he is, but he's no different than the very people he talks about being users. And that is unfortunate. God bless him. We will rebuild. No,
bless whatever you want. I ain't blessing shit.
I like he used to say, I like good karma. You do like good karma, so you just be out.
He likes good karma.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing nothing but bad karma.
But you out here doing folk dirty. I think he just used me as a way to get out the house. At this point, once he got a job, he started acting real crazy. I don't care. I'm talking about it. I'm just letting y'all know he don't watch this. He blocked me from all his, I blocked him and he had blocked me, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Because he blocked me on Twitter first. Childish. Like I'm gonna come on and harass you. Oh shoot, let me do not disturb. Okay, y'all, we about to go live here in a few minutes on a Diva Disturb. We're not quite ready. What time is it? Oh, it's time. It's 9:30, so we should be here. Mac Diva. She's a Mac Diva. Come on, Sandra St. Victor. Come through. Hey, Nathan. How you doing? How you doing? Over here on Periscope, blowing kisses to Diva. What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Guess what time it is? It's time for a Diva Disturb with your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva, here on BFAM 109.6. If you want to be part of the verbal conversation, you know what you need to do. You need to pick up that phone, that smartphone that's always attached to your hand, and just pick it up and dial 678-383-4378. All right? All right. If not, you can always comment here on all of our social media platforms, okay? Because we are looking for you, because tonight we have a very interesting topic. Tonight, because Diva does not have a guest, guess what y'all get? All of me, because I love all of you. All right, honey. Wow. Y'all were not ready for that, okay? So anyway, but who knows? Greg Alexander may stop by. Yes. The question of the night tonight is, people, what is your worst online dating story? And I have a few, but I'm going to share one. Okay, I may share others too, but I just wanted to share that. Also, tonight's show is dedicated to a very special fur baby that I had the privilege of taking care of for some time. My roommates, actually my former roommate, oh, it's been a hard month for this child. She lost both of her fur babies within a month of one another. And she knows this, but Taz was my favorite. And Taz unfortunately passed away on Friday night. So, y'all, I'm a little heartbroken, a little messed up, because that was my baby. The last time I saw him, he was being very difficult and giving me a hug because he knew I was moving out, and he wasn't happy about that. But rest in peace to you, Taz, a.k.a. Nicholas. Okay. So anyway, on to other things. So what has the Diva been up to? Okay, so last night I had the most amazing time, okay? And every time I'm out with, whenever my friend Cy Smith comes to town, I have to go see her. I missed her the last time because I was ill. I already bought my tickets and everything, but ended up being ill. And she was here back in April. But she came back, and this time she came back to City Winery. And baby, if you do not know who Cy Smith is, you need to go look her up, okay? And you need to check out all her music. We're going to be playing a little bit of her music all night tonight. For those of us who live in Atlanta, we really want to see Cy Smith come back to Atlanta, be it at City Winery or at, what's another place? Center Stage in Midtown. Someplace we want to get Cy Smith back here. And the only way we can get her booked like that is, guess what? By all of us, we need at least 1,000 people to hit up these places and say, we want to see Cy Smith. So if you don't know who she is, we're going to be playing in, look, the legal amount. Although with me, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind me actually playing her music, the full song, but I didn't ask permission for that last night. So, one of my sister friends, Danielle, gonna be here. Oh, I'm so excited. I love when people come visit me in Atlanta because I'm so lonely. I ain't got no friends, Danielle. Please come see me. Oh my God. But either way, I'm so excited. So we're gonna hear Cy Smith. It was a great show. TC Carson, y'all remember Carl Barker. He was in the house. That's one of Cy's very good friends. And he also, we're interested in trying to get him to have an evening with TC Carson at City Winery or somewhere, because he has an amazing voice. Like, we all heard it on Living Single, but to hear it live is something totally different. It's like mind-blowing. It's like, oh my God, this man has an amazing voice. Why is he not on wax? Okay. So I had a great time last night, and it was good to be out. Now, we did have issues at City Winery, but shout out to Todd, one of the managers at City Winery ATL, and shout out to that very cute lady. If you under 30, there's a cute little bartender there named Alejandro. I didn't ask him if he was single, but if y'all go down to the bar where Rich Cars be across from Ponce City Market, you might just be able to run into Alejandro, honey. And he makes some mean old fashioned with some Uncle Nearest. They got Uncle Nearest, okay, at City Winery. I was so excited. I know I was at a wine place. What am I doing drinking whiskey? I'm a whiskey girl. That's why. So anyway, let's see. Nate says he's good. And I just gave y'all the topic of tonight. The topic of the night, if you want to share it, because I know it can be embarrassing. What is your worst online dating story? Mine's I've already shared with you guys before, but I don't mind telling it again. It was when my ass last year was on Tinder swiping away until I met me a Tenderoni. And now he ain't my Tenderoni. He just trash now. So either way, this one guy invited me to meet him at Lenox down to the Cheesecake Factory. All I was going to get was Georgia peach and some fried macaroni and cheese balls. Niggas ain't going to break your pocket like that, okay? So either way, I meet him. I fight traffic. I try to find parking. Parking is horrible on a Saturday in Lenox Square Mall. I get there. This dude gives me this big hug and sits down for like a minute and starts fiddling his neck. My neck hurt. Oh, my neck hurt. I'm going to go out to the truck and I'm going to get these packs that I usually put on my neck. I'll be right back. No soon as he was out of sight, he must have stood outside of Cheesecake and sent a text message to me saying, yeah, I'm not interested anymore. You remind me of one of those hair flipping bougie girls. And I'm not digging the purple wig. Now, I can understand why some men might not like the purple wig, but here's the deal. I had on that very wig when he was over this time. I like these photos. Ooh, I think that's cute on you. Now, my friend Henry, who is also my trusted advisor and confidant, he told me that it's very likely that somebody must have texted him in the meantime, in between time, maybe that he was more interested in. Because as we know, when you're doing online dating, choice overload, that's something that you'll hear, particularly when you're studying human behavior and human growth and development, something called choice overload. Unfortunately, in this society, that's why so many of us are suffering from ADD and ADHD now, because we have too many choices. And when it comes to dating, that's what it is. And that's why so many of us end up, getting fed with these virtual breadcrumbs or just ended up being ghosted. Okay. So anyways, that's my story. If you want to share yours, please comment and share yours. I would love to hear them, because it's interesting. Or if you just want to talk about how online dating is working for you or not working for you, it's like being on Indeed.com looking for a job. Pick me. Okay, do we have a comment?
Billy Massengill says, I met my girl on Plenty of Fish 3 years ago. We just had our anniversary this weekend. I have no backstories.
Well, I'm glad someone has a positive story. I had a positive story. I do. I had one. Now he's gone and he's trash. Either way, what else is going on? Oh, by the way, this weekend, because when I love grocery shopping at Sprouts. Okay, that's one of my grocery stores. Did y'all know? I didn't know. Nobody had told me. Did you know they have grapes called cotton candy grapes, and they kind of taste like cotton candy, and they're not really per se GMO. But I do want to tell y'all this right now: if you eating seedless grapes, baby, they've been concocted in the lab. There's no grapes should not be seedless. I mean, it's convenient to have no seeds, but they've technically been tampered with, so we all gonna die. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. They're trying to kill us because it's a way of population control. There's my conspiracy theory of the
night.
Did
you know that if you go to Sprouts and you like their page, that once a month they'll get a 25% discount for all the bins?
No, I didn't know
Once a month they do all the people that are a member of their fan page.
Mm-hmm.
They'll send you an email that says 25% off of all bins.
No, I didn't know that.
And they killed it.
I did not know that.
I was getting cashews for $2.99 a pound.
That's what's up. I wish they would do that with them cotton candy grapes, because cotton candy grapes are not cheap, people. They are $3.99 a pound. The bag that I picked up, I didn't care at this point because I was like $5.31 later, and they all gone almost. I've been trying to eat sparingly because they're so delicious, and I really can't afford. Anybody got EBT they want to share? Oh God, yes, yeah. All right. So that's also, I just want to tell y'all about that. And the best news of all today, David, we're going to talk about it. The Democrats been giving us lip service for the past 3 years, but it looks like they're actually going to get up off their rears and give us some service. All right, Angry Wig. Baby, they done started the impeachment process on your dumb ass. And he up here talking about presidential harassment. And I love one of my favorite writers, Eric Jerome Dickey, commented to this tweet, and he says, "Isn't that what you did to President Obama for 8 years? Like, dude, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Your chickens have come home to roost, bro. Come on now." So get ready, get ready. It's about to go down, honey. This country about to be torn. Y'all people living in trailer parks and living in the penthouses that really think he gonna do something for y'all. I mean, it's over. It's so over for y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all didn't know. I thought you should know that by now, because I really was losing in the democratic process. But Nancy Pelosi and crew have restored my faith in the fact that maybe they really were doing more behind the scenes than what we know. What the Transformers say, it's more than meets the eye. Yes, it was more than meets the eye. Because I was getting real. I was like, how long are we going to be embarrassed, Jesus? How long? I mean, it's embarrassing. The things that he does, I swear he acts like he is the most uncultured, no couth having individual I've ever seen. But anyways, when we get back from this first commercial break, we will be talking more about things that are at the top of the headlines. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to A Diva Disturbed here on BFAM 109.6. Thanks for joining the conversation. All right, y'all are listening to Nights I Feel Like Getting Down by Cy Smith featuring Rossson Patterson. This is from her 4th studio album, Fast and Curious. Go, Cy. Go, Cy. Hey.
That's a good idea.
Southside, baby.
Let's do that with the ins and outs. You come in and say what the song or the feature. Call the name out. That's good.
All right.
That's a good idea, especially when you're featuring an artist. That sounded really good.
One of those nights, I feel like getting.
So where's she from? Is she from here?
No, Cy is originally from DC, but she's based out of LA.
Okay.
I met her when I lived in LA.
Okay.
I discovered her music like years ago. Mm-hmm. She's been with the likes of.
Use Tide sticks.
Huh?
Use Tide sticks.
Stain sticks.
Tide sticks. You know Tide soap.
Uh-huh.
Use those sticks.
Yeah, the stain stick.
Wow.
Yeah. I can put that in another side chick survival kit.
Well, that's commercial that's going right now. We get free tide sticks.
Oh, we
I got a
do.
case of them.
Oh shoot, yeah.
You know how much is in a case?
Mm-mm.
128. How many do you need?
Well, we better go out and sell that on the street corner. Yes, we can.
Not screw.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say we can just go stand out there on the corner,
One massive.
like the little kids with the Oh yeah,
You know what
y'all.
I did? I took 20 of them on Saturday and I went down to the park with my granddaughter
Mm-hmm.
and I gave them to the parents and the kids that had to stop and close them.
Yeah, lovely.
Feel like they're paying it forward a little bit.
I do. I do. Okay, so.
I get free shit.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm gonna also provide y'all after this commercial break with an update about Churchgate.
Oh no, is that going again? I heard that KFC's going to get a new sandwich out. Something about I can't remember what it is now. It's
Faux chicken sandwich.
no,
That unchicken.
they already tried that.
I'm so sick of them, and I know y'all want to
No,
cater,
Burger King did that.
but KFC is also experimenting with no meat. I don't know what the problem is, but if y'all take away meat, we fighting.
So,
We fighting. I'm moving on.
especially chicken. Yeah.
Chicken is a lean protein. Most people will cut out red meat and pork before they cut out chicken. And then there's some people that are just straight up pescatarians. So,
Chicken's pretty good.
yeah. I bring something to you.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. We coming in on that side sniff, y'all. This is Turnstile. I believe this is from the album Psychosocial. No, the Cyber Social.
Cyber social.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites. All right, what's up, everyone? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva. We are back here on the Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. I am your host, Miss Sophia, the Diva for Diva Disturbed. Call in at 678-383-4378, and we can talk about tonight's topic, which is tell us your worst dating story. I shared mine. Honey, the cheesecake experience will never be the same after this, okay? So I guess the other ones, I think just in general, because like I was telling people before we went to break, when we have so many choices, and especially in Atlanta, women are clamoring for men, okay? Because I know some of y'all be swinging both ways on the down low. I don't know why you're on the down low anymore, because shit, don't nobody care. Everybody wide open these days. I'm just saying, they just let it all hang out. You're sexually fluid, you're pansexual, you're asexual. I don't know, but everybody's sexual about something or another, okay? But I sound like my other. I sound like my other alter ego, Betty Mae Boudreaux. One night, Betty Mae gonna come see y'all. Okay, she gonna come see y'all one night. I just gotta give me a new wig. But anyway, if anyone knows of a good beauty supply place that wants to sponsor a radio show and donate wigs, feel free. I will definitely review the wigs for you, sugars. Okay. And so either way, when we left off, seriously though, we were talking about the fact that the Democrats have finally decided to take action against the man they say is our president, number 45. I call him Angry Wig, Agent Orange, Oompa Loompa. But he is he's facing impeachment, and he's big mad about it because he's on Twitter tweeting about it. And it's just, it's most unfortunate, but I hope they do what they got to do. I doubt that he will be able to run a campaign in 2020 because it's going to take some time. If you all were alive during the time when President Clinton was impeached for getting it on with Monica Lewinsky with cigars and shit, that was easy. I'll never look at a cigar different. I would look at it differently. I don't have an oral fixation. I don't believe. But apparently Bill Clinton did, or maybe Monica's cooch did. I don't know. So either way, y'all, we will continue to watch this story. They didn't get enough votes today, but I'm pretty sure that we can convince that with enough coaxing, because he's destroying this country. It's very divided. People are being very bold in their actions. For instance, a white supremacist. Now, this happened in the UK. Baby, karma came faster than a train down with the down. I don't know what to say, honey. Y'all know I'm trying to say something. I don't know. A white supremacist accidentally set his own head on fire while trying to burn down the synagogue. Look at God intervening for my Jewish people. A far-right extremist accidentally set himself on fire while trying to burn down an historic synagogue. The culprit, Tristan Morgan, was spotted walking away with a petrol can, because they say petrol, can in his hand as smoke spewed from the 18th century building in Exeter, Devon last summer. I don't know what that says. Well, the CCTV footage shows the 52-year-old using a small axe to break a window of the building before pouring the liquid through it from a green petrol can, okay? He then tosses something through the window and is almost immediately sent flying backwards as he is engulfed in a ball of flames. The defendant admitted arson, encouraging terrorism by publishing a song titled White Man to a live streaming website, SoundCloud, and having a copy of White Resistance Manual when he appeared at the Old Bailey. As I heard that Friday, prosecutor Alistair Richardson said Morgan had deep-rooted anti-Semitic belief, embodied in a desire to do harm to the Jewish community, and obsession with abhorrent anti-Semitic material. Okay, so Tristan, baby, don't be out here trying to burn down houses of worshiping God, because God will act quickly and swiftly. So I hope you learned a valuable lesson. Too bad you didn't. Okay, let me not say that. I don't want to wish death on nobody, but y'all know what I'm thinking. Okay, everybody know what I'm thinking. So let's talk about Tech9, Tekashi 69, whatever this young man's name is. You know, the tattoo face boy. First of all, let me tell you what I am surprised about. He ain't no average Negro, okay? He is Mexican, okay? Daniel Hernandez. I thought the brother was mixed or biracial. Not mixed biracial, but I thought he was like light-skinned or biracial. That's what I thought. I didn't know that Tech9, I'm going to call him Tech9. It looked like his name's supposed to be Tekashi. Somebody said they thought he was Japanese. I said, I didn't see that in him. I didn't see Japanese in him, but I didn't know. So this Negro been out here snitching down to the courthouse. He claims that Cardi B is part of this Trey 9 blood gang, and she had to correct him and say, while I am affiliated, that is the wrong affiliation. But we all knew that Cardi had an affiliation. Let's be real, y'all. Sometimes in those low-income neighborhoods, people ain't got a choice but to join a gang. Okay, it's either join a gang or die. But you might die in the gang either, so I don't know what's worse. And that's what I don't understand is the things that this young man described about the savagery of this group. I'm trying to understand, how is it that you are grown-ass people out here plotting and planning to kill people all the time? Like, that's not, don't go on safari. Go deer hunting or something. I was so perplexed by it. Now, the godfather of Houston rap, one of my favorite people, Jay Prince, because he gave us the Ghetto Boys. Rest in peace, Bushwick. But Jay Prince, here's my issue with Jay Prince now. He calls Tekashi 69 away. We had a discussion about this on Facebook, people. Now, everybody, Snoop Dogg included, I love you, Snoop, but y'all need to recognize and realize that people want to know what happened to their loved ones, and people want justice for their loved ones. Yes, they chose a life, but sometimes the life chose them and they didn't have a choice. Okay? And so people are upset because they feel like this young man is snitching. Now, I do see comparisons and contrasts. For those of you who joined me for a special Friday Night Live with Diva Disturb on my personal Facebook, y'all know we're going to have a recap of what happened. So Tech9 ass up here snitching. He said Jim Jones is affiliated. I mean, a lot of people could be affiliated with gangs. I mean, they just don't necessarily have to be active in them. But I just felt like at this point, he was throwing everybody under the bus. Hell, at this point, I think we all know what's the man that they ain't never found? Jimmy Hoffa. He might be able to tell us what Jimmy Hoffa is with all these confessions he was giving us, baby. He was singing like a canary. But people feel as though he is a snitch. So Jay Prince, the buzz behind rapper Tech Nine criminal trial, I call him Tech Nine. I know that ain't his name, so don't come on here jumping on me. I just gave him a new name, Tech Nine. Criminal trial has been the talk of the town on social media, according to the Griot. Many have labeled the Gummo rapper as a snitch, as he has given the prosecution name after name during his testimony. Artists such as Meek Mill and even Snoop Dogg. Now, Meek, you need to stay out of this. You just got your shit together. Shut up. Calling 6ix9ine a rat, and now another music executive joins the sentiment. And this is James Prince out of Houston. He said, I'm sorry, y'all, my allergies are making it difficult for me right now. I forgot to use my my nose mist today. Prince, who describes him as a clown, claims that the rapper's most recent testimony about last year's robbery was a complete lie. Okay, the CEO went to social media and set the record straight. He claims that he's been telling people for some time that 6ix9ine keeps campaigning with dumb shit, that he was going to get elected. Election day has come, and now I'm hearing lies he's telling under oath about robbing me or representatives of Rap-A-Lot. Okay, so I can understand why Jay Prince would be upset. Prince also warned that if him or any of those clowns were to try to rob me or anyone from the Rap-A-Lot family, bad news would have beat them home. So basically, he's up here just giving them whatever he feels like they need. If y'all are watching Power, it's almost like Power is taking Tech Nine's story and giving it to Dre. Okay? So I don't know what to tell this young man. I can't tell you one song he did, because looking at him, I wouldn't want to listen to it. I feel like I would be retarded or stupid afterwards or something. I don't know. Let me not say that word. I would be special needs after we don't use that word anymore. But, you know, it's just really sad that this is what is going on now. You have someone, and by the way, y'all, face tattoos, if you're going to get them, you know, I thought Nipsey's was cute. They were, you know, one on the forehead, you know, that was cool. God will rise. There you go. In addition, let's talk about Finding Neverland. Well, Finding Neverland found out that you can't win when you're dirty. Okay? Now, I did watch the HBO documentary when they did have it live on HBO. Cousin Oprah, I'm disappointed in you. But I still love you, though, girl. We'll see you at your family reunion, okay? But Michael Jackson's estate wins court battle against HBO over Leaving Neverland documentary, according to Yahoo Entertainment. Michael Jackson's estate is one step closer to being able to take HBO to arbitration over its Leaving Neverland documentary. Federal Judge George Wu issued a tentative ruling on Thursday denying HBO's motion to dismiss the case. He's expected to make his ruling final within the next 10 days. The film documents the allegations of James Safechuck and Wade Robinson, who say they were abused by Jackson for several years during their childhood. The estate is furious that their side of the story is not included in the documentary. They argue that HBO violated a 1992 non-disparagement agreement with Jackson by airing the documentary. HBO's lead attorney made this argument on Thursday. It was foul to chill speech. It was foul to tell the world, don't talk about child sex abuse. A company like HBO may be able to fight back and move forward. Others might not be able to do that. Okay, we'll continue this conversation after this break and these messages from our sponsors. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. This is a Diva Disturb on BFAM 106.9. We'll be back after these messages.
All right, you turn down?
No, that's fine. But my nose is like, I'm going to have to start taking Claritin D. That's just the bottom line. It's just good.
There's an aside, Smith, gladly.
Watching you walk out of my life, but you've been trying.
I was playing Halo's music in the background. We were talking.
Nice.
The works not better. You turn down almost nothing except background music.
Mm-hmm. You know what's really sad is that Angie Stone song we played last week, Sony. It's a Sony song, and I'm gonna have to start.
They blocked it.
Huh?
They blocked it. The video got blocked. I just watch everything.
Sony is on it.
Well, Sony knows when they own the song and they're going to get you 22 seconds, and they include the in out. You know, like when I go down, that counts. Like it's all the way, like when you come into it, all the way to when you turn it off.
That's terrible.
I gotta be more on it. Sometimes, I'm talking.
All
We
right.
just need more local musicians to want to highlight their music.
Yes.
$25 a show. Come on.
And good music too.
I'm serious. All your friends that you have that are musicians, feature their music for $25.
$25. Y'all hear that?
$25
Kendrick, you're not on here tonight, but if you have friends or whatever for $25 a month,
$25 a show. Yeah.
$25 a show, we'll feature your music.
Yeah, 9 shows. You're a feature for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the video. You have it forever.
Mm-hmm. Y'all hear that? All right.
Go away.
Trump the Trump. Trump the Trump.
This is going to be sometimes a rose will grow.
Sometimes a rose will very country. Like I can't sing. I can't ever sing. Like so y'all missed it last night. She did Tony Braxton. She sounded just like.
I'm about to say she got a little bit of her look in the face.
She did Tony Braxton. Actually, no. Cy looks like Diana Ross. That's who she really looks like.
Not dark enough.
No, she's that guy.
She dark?
She has a
Not light skin?
No, she's a brown skin girl. Yeah. Gorgeous as can be.
She is gorgeous.
Sweet as can be too. This is a title track from the most recent studio album. This is studio album number 5. Sometimes a rose will grow in concrete. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, back here for more A Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. 678-383-4378 will make you part of the conversation. Tonight's question is, please share with us your worst online dating story. Or at this point, because one of David's friends came on, if you have a positive story where you met your spouse and y'all are happily married and living it up, share that with us too, because I'm curious to hear these stories, honey, because, child, it's hard out here for a diva. All I'm saying, you brothers need to get together.
We also have on the BFAM 109.6 Facebook page, we have a current poll up. Should President Trump have to face impeachment charges?
Yes. I second that emotion.
Yes is winning 100% to 0%. With 27 million.
Okay. 27 people say he should be impeached, which means that if you multiply that.
No, should he have to face impeachment charges? It's more important. He can get impeached, but if he don't want to face him, he can fight it forever. Like once they say they're going to go through the impeachment process, he can pull something else out. And
better get like Tricky Dick and step down. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's what you need to do. You need to hightail it out there with your broke ass.
He's going to get shot. If he doesn't face the charges, he's going to get shot.
I don't.
He is.
Nobody's assassinating anybody these days. You know. But anyways, y'all, that's as y'all know, if y'all didn't hear earlier, Nancy Pelosi finally doing her job. Okay, don't you?
I don't know about that. She can own it.
You know, but she said that she didn't think. Remember when she first made it? She was like, "Yeah, that's just not important right now." I'm like, "Girl,
he had no support.
He is like fucking up the country right now. We need help." But anyways, back to Finding Neverland. And this, here's the deal with Michael Jackson. Love him or hate him, if the FBI been up your ass for 10 solid years and can't find you to be a pedophile, how much more proof do y'all need? And why do we keep rehashing this shit about Michael Jackson? The man gave y'all almost 50 years of his life because he had been performing since age 5. He died at what, 52? I can't remember how old he was. I just remember where I was when the news came. I was in a conference room in downtown Long Beach at work, and people were saying he had been rushed to UCLA and he was deceased, and I didn't want to believe it. But TMZ said it was so, and when TMZ 9 times out of 10 says it's so, it is. He was very much part of my childhood. He was 52 when he died. So He gave you 40-some years of his life of entertainment. And this is how y'all repay him. So, especially Wade and Safe Chuck, whatever his name is, if it wasn't for Michael Jackson, you wouldn't have had the careers that you had. Okay. That one boy, Wade, is a choreographer for Britney Spears, the Backstreet Boys, all of that. So I'm trying to understand, baby, what more do you want? What more do you need? Okay. Just take your L. Michael done. He dead. Okay. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Also, y'all, let's get into this officer. Now, in Black people speak, we like to say that all skin folk are not kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? So, an officer found out that just because you do the bidding of those who have the complexion for the protection from the collection, sometimes you might just end up losing your job. I love it. Either way, this officer, a Black officer, is fired after arresting and taking a mugshot of a 6-year-old child. The child's grandmother is outraged. So, school resource officer, this is according to News One, school resource officer Dennis Turner, who is Black, has officially lost his job at Lucius and Emma Nixon Academy after sending 2 6-year-olds to a juvenile detention center. CBS News reports authorities say a Florida police officer has been fired and is being investigated after arresting 2 6-year-olds for separate incidents at their school. Prison the pipeline, starting early right there. Press conference, Orlando Chief Orlando Roland apologized to the children. This is a statement on Twitter. It says, as chief of police, one of my top priorities is the trust between the community and our officers. And because of this incident, that trust has been put in question. Officer Turner was immediately suspended. And as of this morning, Officer Turner is no longer employed by the Orlando Police Department. If anybody looking for a job, y'all can go down and apply down to the Orlando Police Department. Okay. On behalf of the entire Orlando Police Department, I apologize to the children involved and their families. As a grandfather, I can understand how traumatic this was for everyone involved. And of course, it goes on to say they're going to do things to make sure that this never happens again. People, let's not abuse our power to 6. And yes, some 6-year-olds can be slick at the lip. Hell, some 3-year-olds can. Ask me, I know. I dealt with one when I love my little sister, but she was terrible. She was terrible growing up, Jesus. Lord help. I was like, where does demon child come from, Jesus? She was the boss. I told everybody where to go, honey. Is she on here tonight? She ain't on here tonight. She ain't hurt. I love my sister. Oh my God, she's awful. So either way, just remember, not all of us that are together, just because we have the same skin tone don't mean we all on that level, okay? But I hope, Mr. Turner, you've learned a valuable lesson about abuse of power. Meanwhile, another Black brother is out here snitching on the white community. His name is Antonio Brown.
I'm telling you, right? I'm going back to school at Michigan State.
So Antonio Brown, this brother has been having a rough go of it in the NFL, okay? And he didn't even bother to take a knee, okay? This is just ongoing problems. But he's right. Let's be real. Ben Roethlisberger of the Pittsburgh Steelers twice has been accused, and I think even arrested, and he still gets to play. Now, Robert Kraft, he an owner. He out here dealing with sex trade workers and shit, but he old and alone. I ain't saying it's right, but I mean, maybe I just don't believe old white men should be. Okay. Anyway, they both got away with sex crimes, is what he's saying. Now, first of all, the whole story around his trainer who claims that he ejaculated on her and these incidents happened 3 times. I want to ask you, my fellow female, why did you keep going back? Was it the check? I mean, because you do one thing to me, I'm done. Okay, you going up my skirt. Oh no, that ain't that type of party, bro. No amount of money is gonna let you up my skirt. Okay, because whatever. But anyways, he's right, and I believe, help me out. He's been released from the team he got signed to. Right? Who did he get signed to? The Giants. No, he got a sign. Oh, maybe he wouldn't kiss Robert Kraft. Maybe he liked to kiss in the mouth. I don't. Mr. Kraft, I'm just gonna say he's senile. But either way, Mr. Kraft, if you also are senile, can you write me a check for $270,000? I won't ever speak ill of you again, okay? Honey, my student loans paid, please, okay? So either way, don't forget, y'all, our question of the night is, tell me, the diva, your worst online dating story. In general, my only stories have to deal with these men that ghost you and breadcrumb you. They want to make plans with you, but they never follow through, okay? When we gonna get together? When you gonna make some plans? Okay, because I just met you and you trying to get in my pants. That's another thing, man. Let me tell y'all something. Just because we on dating site, some of us actually looking for a wholesome relationship and not just a romp in the bed. Don't think after somebody that known you a week that they want to spread their wings and fly away with you, okay? I'm just saying. But some of y'all think that way. And I know some of you men will make this argument. I've heard this one before too. Well, my last girlfriend, we had sex after the first date, and we were together for 9 years. Exactly, y'all were together for 9 years, and you didn't put a ring on it. Ain't that shame? That's shame. But maybe that's how y'all want it, because some people don't want to get married. Some people just happy, just hanging in the background. Okay, so. Y'all know Miss Sophia the Diva is crazy, honey. She is unfiltered and unbothered. I'm very cultured and very well educated, but I can always take it to the gutter, okay? All right, but we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to take you out with some more Cy Smith. Remember, Atlanteans, we want her here back in Atlanta at City Winery or some big venue, okay? Hit it, David. All right. Ooh, honey, this is right after midnight. I think this is with foreign exchange. Yeah, with the foreign exchange. They have really good music. Oh my God, when they come to town. Yes. All right. But anyways, all right, y'all. We about to get into some reality TV conversations too, baby. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Shit, they went down. Any questions over there?
Even Halo had some Lisa side.
Hey, Lisa. Well, hey, Mrs. E. The dog ate my homework. I know she don't. I could have been filling in for her. But that daggone. And they moved that date to the 25th.
Boy.
Oh. I thought I had put my... Oh, that's right. My phone won't ring.
Yeah, I guess she has a little more chocolate. Black and white makes it look more light.
Sometimes it doesn't go and fun. Blue Moon Pizza, they have really good ones.
That's what's on there right now.
How did you get them?
Good. I talk. I hustle.
I don't know how to talk to people.
Better figure it out. What's up, Quentin Perry? Quentin in the house.
Sometimes I want to get the concrete. Sometimes I can't very see. Sometimes I never give you an answer. Sexual misconduct. What's wrong with that young people today? Y'all want to whip your penis out. See, that's why I don't hold my hand out down to them all with the kiosks. Let me put lotion on your nose, because then you might hand me a dick, and I don't know your dick, and I don't know you. I don't want to know. No, not lotion. Let me put lotion. I'm like,
hey, how fun was that live we did? How fun was that live we did up there at the mall?
That was so much fun.
That birthday thing.
That shit was hilarious.
Cool. She rapped out a birthday song about her business.
She's good.
She was fun.
She's good.
She's very fun.
She's good. She's good.
Mr. Gucci and this Toro bull eyebrows. He said, "You see the bull? Look at the bull. Wow. Look at that.
They both do great.
They are very, very good at what they do.
They are very good. By the way, don't y'all forget that even though they're not per se sponsoring my show, but they have done my makeup twice. Please don't judge my makeup. Because y'all know, like I tell people, I can never, at this point in time, reinvent those looks. Because number one, I don't have the patience. It's one thing for someone to do it, but for me to have to take time out to sit there in a mirror and make sure each side is even, no. And the eyelash thing, I have eyelashes. I do. I have more probably than the average female has most of the time. But because men tend to have the eyelashes. Ain't that fucked up? That's, oh my God, what are you
Let's shout them out. Lux Gear Cosmetics, Gucci La Brow,
Mm-hmm.
and that blue Diamond Cosmetics.
Yes.
You just got to ask the cat. What'd she go by? She had another name. What was
her name? Is, you can go by, you can call her Cat or you can call her Queen Diamond.
Queen?
Yeah, so I totally encourage y'all. Number one, I'm going to encourage it because it's a Black-owned business. And we need to support our Black-owned businesses because I'm about to tell you why, after this break, why we need to support our Black-owned businesses. Because if we don't, they go out of business. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. This is a Diva Disturbed on BFAM 109.6. And that lovely song you just heard is by my dear friend, Cy Smith. That is from the album Conflict, Fly Away With Me. Okay, I love that song. Yes, girl, get it, Cy. She tore up the city winery last night. All them folk in there were like, if y'all didn't know who Cy Smith was, you know who she is now, don't you, baby? Yes, okay. So, anyways, I was telling you guys, while we were on break, for those of you who are on social media, you can see the whole conversation going on. But last Monday, I stopped by the Lux Dier Le Blue Diamond Cosmetics kiosk in Perimeter Mall to see my good friends Larry and Kat. Larry goes by Gucci La Brow. Okay, so he did my makeup on Monday, and Kat did my makeup on Friday, and BFAM 109.6 was present in the house and did a live video of the makeover. Also following, I did change my wig, and it looks so much better with my Shaka Khan wig. Kat did that, Queen Diamond. So I want y'all to think about supporting their business. The products are available online. But if you live in Atlanta, I encourage you to go down to the kiosk and make a sale. And when you go down there, please tell them that Diva from BFAM 109.6 sent you, or David from BFAM 109.6 sent you. Just tell 109.6 sent you. Okay, BFAM 109.6 sent you because we want to support their business, and this is why. It is sad, but one of the big things in the Black community that is an issue is what? Beauty supply places. It is amazing to me how the people that provide the goods don't even use the products, okay? They don't use Dark and Lovely, okay? They don't even have the hair to be using Dark and Lovely. But it is going around the internet right now that the youngest Black women to own a beauty store in California went out of business. And this woman went on a rant after the youngest Black women to recently own a beauty supply store in California went out of business. And the reason why, they say they were rejected from purchasing supplies from Korean manufacturers. Black beauty supply store owners for decades now have been reporting that they're unable to manage or succeed in owning a beauty supply store in their own neighborhood because every time they try to take purchase from manufacturers, they're declined. They say that manufacturers are monopolizing an industry. They say that manufacturers know Black people are the biggest consumers of their hair and beauty products and are rejecting them from owning those businesses to prevent them from having any power in the industry. 2 years ago in 2017, two very beautiful and ambitious Black women decided to open a beauty supply store. They reportedly went out of business because they weren't able to meet the booming demand. They say when they tried to purchase from Korean manufacturers, the manufacturers rejected them. Y'all, because they weren't their kind, they said they only sell to their people. The lady said, "Oh, bitch, I was infuriated when I heard that. Do you know how much money you make off of my kind?" The audacity. She said, "I have to rant about this because why do people keep giving our money to people who don't give a fuck about us? We are blind to the simple fact that this is one of the reasons it's so hard for us to get out of the system. We are oppressed by all other nations and not just white. We refuse to boycott. We refuse to come together as a people. We refuse to put our life on pause for a greater good because it'll disrupt what we have going. We need to start doing shit on. We need to buy them how they want to do us. And I know this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, but we've done this for too long and gotten nowhere. We are smart. We are athletic. We are driven, motivated, determined, beautiful, talented, artistic. So why is it so hard to strive for change? We need more Black businesses, more Black influencers, more Black faces, real Black faces, not the shit social media puts out." And she goes on to talk about this, and it is really rather sad. I know here in Atlanta, I was hoping that they would become a show sponsor, but I never heard back from them. But if you're watching this broadcast, or if you happen to come upon Atlanta Beauty Depot, I would love to have you guys sponsor my show and also feature the owners so that they too can come in and talk about what is it like to own a Black-owned business, beauty business, and have to compete with competitors that are Asian, that, sometimes treat us like every time we go in there, we're going to rob and steal and kill them. And I'm just in there trying to get me a pack of hair from a cute crochet on my braids. Okay. I'm not trying. Now, I will say this: in Dallas, while it is not Black owned, the best customer service I have gotten is from Miss Jenny at Jenny Beauty Supply. Now, the people she got working for us, which are skin folk, are some of the most ignorant ass folk I've had to deal with. But let me take that back. It's one girl in particular, and I hope next time I'm in Dallas, she's not working back there because she's rude. She don't want to help. And that's another problem, too, with sometimes Black-owned businesses. Y'all can have these nasty-ass attitudes with us. And that's another reason why you're probably going to go out of business, okay? But either way, that's why. So y'all go down there to the mall or get online. I will post the web links for Luxe Dier and Les Blue Diamond Cosmetics, okay? Let's see, what else do I have on my list? Because I want to make sure I go in order. Okay. Naturi Norton, a.k.a. Tasha from Power. Baby, did y'all know that her and her baby daddy aren't together anymore? Now, she was just pregnant like a couple of years ago. And one of the things that is most unfortunate in this is that they are no longer together. An excerpt from the article states the actress went on to share exactly when she knew it was time for her to end the relationship. "You know in your heart when you're not happy, when you're feeling undervalued," she said. "As soon as you realize that you are settling or conceding your worth, you have to make a move. Check in with yourself and say, wait a minute, is this what I want? Is this who I really am?" So, no one wants to have a child, and the father and them are not together. They split in June, but she's just now talking about it like 2 weeks ago. She came out and said this. And the actual article was posted in Essence, but this is from BET.com. She said she didn't want to tell anybody about our breakup for 2 years because I was embarrassed and ashamed. Ladies, there is no reason for you to ever be embarrassed or ashamed about breakups, okay? They happened, and they can be hurtful and painful. I know. I just went through a very bad one, and I was devastated for a good 2 weeks. I was a hot mess. I ain't got no reason. A lot of y'all, I've shared that with some of you all. Thank you to those of you who were there to support me through it. But It's just one of those things. You be in a relationship, things are cool, you digging him, but secretly he's not digging you. It happens. Or you just stay in a relationship because I'm going to tell you something. I knew the relationship should have been over some time ago. But I just didn't want to let go because I don't like going through the process of having to vet somebody else and then hope that they stick around. Because it's at my age, I'm 42 years old. And it's like, at what point does the bullshit end? We all grown. Once you hit 40, you should have, even if you're not fiscally together, mentally you should be together. And if you're not mentally together, you can always go see a therapist. And there are even people that will counsel you for free. Okay? There are programs. So, you need to be dealing with these issues instead of putting your bullshit on other people, is all I'm saying. But at the same time, anyone who goes through a breakup, don't be ashamed about it. It happens. Some people have been there a time or two more than what they want to admit. Okay? Let's see. Speaking of breakups, let me see. Do I want to talk about that? Okay, in the Say What Now segment. Let me not laugh at this, but I'm just going to be real, y'all. Kenya Moore, y'all, we talked about this Friday night on Diva Disturbed Friday Night Live. Kenya Moore and Mark Daly getting a divorce. Who didn't see that coming? I mean, hands, in the words of Alexander Roberts, hands. So Kenya Moore, now there had been talk all throughout the blogs and stuff that Mark Daly had like 2 tax liens and some other things going on. But also, I think he has like a whole other family or something or another. I don't know. This was according to Funky Dineva. So in an exclusive statement to People, both Kenya Moore and Mark Daly revealed they split and asked for privacy moving forward. Kenya Moore will be twirling on her own. People can exclusively reveal the Real Housewives of Atlanta star and her husband, Mark Daly, have split a little over 2 years after saying their I do's. I'm not surprised because when Kenya was on season 10, he told her he didn't want to be on the show, number one. Number two, he also felt like this show, as some of these more militant woke folks say, it exploits Black women and sheds us in a negative light. Either way, we'll be back to talk more about this. I'm Miss Sophia on the Diva Disturbed. You are listening to BFAM 109.6. We'll be back after this commercial break. Hey, that was Cy Smith. Good and strong. Okay, yes. All of us need us to be good, strong. Man, I need you to be as strong as Uncle Nearest Birdie. Yeah. Okay.
Trump says he is ready for a fight and it's a class as long as he's tweeting.
That's all he know how to do.
He's a good tweeter.
I don't even follow him. Some people follow his ass, but just to see what he be saying, I don't want that on my timeline regularly. If you retweet it, I'll see it. I'm having so much fun tonight.
28-3.
What?
28 yeses, 3 no's.
I'm gonna pray for the no's.
I mean, if you violate a crime, you should be able to face the charges.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he should be impeached.
He should.
That's an opinion thing. I'm just saying, if you are in America and you commit a crime, you should have to face the charges. And
let's be real, he been doing some criminal. He been stealing for a long time.
Well, they're mostly mad about the stuff that he's doing overseas right now. He's meeting with somebody over in Ukraine, and he's not doing very much.
Well, yeah. The thing is this:
what's up, Tamika? Vera, PD. What up, PD?
I need to go find me a doctor to give me a B12 shot.
You can go to Walgreens.
Okay.
B12 shot?
But don't you need a prescription though?
I don't know that.
I think you do.
I can call my doctor.
My doctor said she wouldn't give me one unless it was a deficiency. I said, well, I feel deficient.
You can just tell you're achy all over. That's it. That's what B12 is for. It's achy bones and shit.
The joy of getting an osteopathic doctor.
I mean, you should go to that Dr. Ellen Spagnardi that I have. The one that was on my show, the cigar show.
Mm-hmm.
$20 for a half hour, $40 for an hour on the side. Hey, it's not that kind of massage. It's a dude. He's a chiropractor from Lake County.
You can be a dude and
No, I'm just telling you, I went.
do baby shark. Do.
And with that said, we're going to go here to K-Ride 95.4. Let's do a little bit of Cy Smith. Leave that.
Oh. Leave that. All right, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva, and we are back here on BFAM 109.6. This is a Diva Disturb, and that was just Cy Smith with Leave That Hoe.
Leave that hoe.
Leave that hoe. All you hoes here in Atlanta better have Cy come back. That's what she said last night. You tell them hoes. I was like, oh shit, Cy, not tell the hoes. So anyways, that one is actually from a video game soundtrack called Saints Row. Okay. So anyways, we were talking about Kenya Moore. Some people some of my friends like, oh my God, that's so sad. I was rooting for her, baby. Let me tell you also what I think it could be. Season 12 is coming for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Storyline clout chasing. You never know. They could get back together. Look, Portia and Dennis got back together. They got back together. I love how they say it, because it's just like in my old job when people would leave, they would always say it's with mixed emotions. We announced it. They said it is with profound sadness that I regret to inform my fans that I am divorcing my husband, Mark Daly. Due to recent and ongoing circumstances, I can no longer continue in the marriage. My sole concern and focus is and will always be my daughter, Brooklyn, my miracle baby. She was made in love and true commitment. I ask for our privacy to be respected moving forward. Y'all can't see my face. Y'all can't see my face. I have come, okay, and then Mark Daly, he a man of few words. He don't say nothing. He said, I have come to the difficult decision to separate from Kenya at this time. Our daughter has two parents that love her very much and in her best interest. This situation should remain as private as possible. I cherish our family good times together and will continue to co-parent in a loving way. Rumors, innuendos, or false accusations only serve to hurt our family and will be addressed through counsel as the law permits. Please respect our privacy during this challenging period. People have also said that another reason why Mark is more than willing to let Kenya go is because she's an attention seeker. We all know that. You didn't know that? See, if you'd been watching the show, you would have known not to get involved with Kenya, because she been paying men to come on the show and shit. That's just how desperate she was. I pray to God, please don't let me be that desperate to need a man where I get some money. Maybe that's why I ain't got no money. Maybe God figured I might try to pay some man. Okay, I ain't gonna do that because I ain't that hard up. Okay, it ain't that hard for me to attract him. It's about keeping him, you know. Oh Lord. Okay, we were talking about remakes. Y'all, please don't. According to ShadowAct.com, these fools have decided that they want to do a reboot of New Jack City. Why? Who gonna be the stars? Migos, so they can talk about stir frying and shit. What the fuck? Why? But why though? Like, there are too many people in Hollywood with original scripts and original storylines. I had the privilege at one point to work with someone who actually writes damn good scripts, okay? And I don't understand why y'all can't pick up some of their shit. I have another good friend out in Hollywood that's an excellent script writer. I mean, come on now. Really? Is Netflix the only one coming out with original shit and Amazon? Really? It's a no for me. Okay, just like it's a no for Set It Off and whatever the hell is y'all trying to do out there. It's just a no. It just is. It's just a no. Also, speaking of which, and say what now? Y'all, no acting Lala Anthony is joining the cast of The Shy. Fix her acting, Jesus. That's oh Lord. I said, I like Lala. I do. She seemed like good people. I mean, yeah, but acting ain't her forte. She's getting on my nerves on Power right now. So The Shy, as y'all know, The Shy had some inner turmoil with one of its stars. I forgot what his name was, Jason somebody, but he played Brandon on The Shy. He got messed up for sexual harassing people on the set. It looks like more changes are in store for Showtime's hit series, The Shy. The Lena Waithe creation is adding some new talent to the roster, and that's going to be Lala Anthony, Lil Rel Howery, and singer Luke James will have recurring roles when the show returns for its third season. According to reports, Justin Hillian will serve as the showrunner, and Ayanna Floyd Davis is out. The Powerful series has been plagued by problems, including allegations of sexual misconduct made against Jason Mitchell, who was fired last season. Tiffany Boone, the actress who played his girlfriend on the show, asked to be released from her contract because of his inappropriate behavior. So it looks like they're going to try to save the show by bringing in this new blood. Lala, I encourage you, my dear. I love you, sweetheart. I really do. I think you seem to radiate a very positive light and be a sweet spirit. But get some acting coaching. Acting lessons, get some coaching. Because on Power, I get frustrated sometimes. I'm going to take that ugly ass Chanel bag that your character Keisha be toting and just swing on you. Anyway, in other news, we're going to talk about Fantasia Barrino, or whatever her new last name is. Now, y'all, Fantasia got a man at home, and some of us who are alone, you know why we alone? Because we don't submit, ladies. That's what she said. We don't submit. Now, some of you single hoes got mad and said she was wrong. She been married multiple times. She broke up this lady's marriage. Let me tell you something. Life lessons learned. Life teaches us things. From each experience that we have, we learn something. Before you get too critical on Fantasia, maybe she's learned that lesson, that maybe in her relationships previously, she was too damn strong and had been too independent for too long. Hell, y'all damn near drove the girl crazy before because she damn near killed herself with some Tylenol or a leaf or something. I can't remember what pills it was she popped and almost took herself out. David, looks like we have a question. What you got? No question. And don't forget also, y'all can share with me your positive and or negative online dating stories. I've shared mine. Someone also shared that he met a woman down to the Plenty of Fish, and they've been married for 3 years, and they happy as hell. Good for you. Praise God. Where were you when I needed you? Okay, so anyway, I'm tired of putting my mom and dad and my brother as emergency contacts. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Pick me, choose me. Okay. But Fantasia got backlash for this. She was on The Breakfast Club. She's 35 years old. Fantasia has had a very interesting life. She went from illiterate to a mega star. She has great vocals. And she said most women are trying to be a leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king of the house, fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way. She also says it's a generational curse in how society has placed our men and how women have to stand up to be the mother and father and the provider. So now you are so bad that you can't be told nothing. That when the man comes, you lose him because you're trying to be the man. I don't try to be the man. I fall back and let man do whatever. Now, I tell you one thing. What I really think that Fantasia was trying to convey that many of you didn't want to receive because in the manner in which she delivered it. But here's the thing. I learned a long time ago that in relationships and in love is a compromise. And sometimes you have to give a little to get a little, okay? Also, you need to look at each other's strengths and weaknesses, okay? Part of the problem is this: some of you women submit too much. Your man don't know how to take care of the household bills or the money. Okay, he done fucked up your credit, your taxes, and every else goddamn this thing. Okay, if you know how to take care of the bills, you do that. Let him make the money. You know, you just make sure he got something in the crock pot when he get home or something. I'm just saying. But y'all need to get over it and just accept the fact that Fantasia had a point. But some of y'all didn't want to receive it because it's from a woman who has had troubled relationships in the past. But with each relationship, she probably learned a lesson and probably schooling some of y'all single hoes on this. That's all I'm saying. I don't know your name. I just call you hoes.
Leave the hoe.
Leave the hoe. Okay. So anyway, y'all know I'm crazy. I don't think, well, some of y'all might be out there being hoes. I don't know. But you know, if you are, God bless you. I mean, just be safe, okay? So pretty much we are now time to talk about what Diva is what. We've got something to talk about that I started doing when I first started at Diva Disturbed, but because this time has gone on and I've had guests and that type of thing on the show, I really haven't been able to talk. So I'm excited tonight that I can share with you from the reading corner of Miss Sophia the Diva. We're going to talk about the books she's reading.
Julia Child.
All right. This book right here, I checked it out. I checked it out virtually through Cobb County Books, right? You know, you can go to, that's another thing. I also am a huge proponent of the public library.
Love it.
I love the public library. When I was a kid, it was my best friend. And it still is now my best friend again because I can't afford to buy the books I want to buy all the time. And this is one of the ones I want to buy. Now, there's a story behind this book. This is Marissa Orr. She wrote the anti-lean in. Women were leaning in entirely too much in corporate America. This one is called Lean Out, The Truth About Women Power in the Workplace. And why I'm attracted to this book is because I let my electronic copy expire and the next copy isn't available until like 8 weeks from now because I guess the book's popularity has caught on. But Marissa has a similar story to what happened to me in corporate America. Two mean girls or a mean girl in corporate America saw fit to make sure they set her up for failure. She has worked at Google. She has worked at Facebook. Her downfall came at Facebook. She left Google to go work at Facebook and got screwed over. My producer, you okay?
I'm fine. I was left Google.
Yeah, but for Facebook, I mean, either one. So either way, she got set up. And unlike my story, in her story, she got fired. My story, the people that did me dirty got fired. So Lean Out, I'm going to be reading it. I'll give y'all updates as I go along, but I've read the intro. Let me see. I don't think it was called the intro. Let me see. It was the prologue, a series of fortunate events. Huh?
Prologue.
Yeah, so it was the prologue. And fewer women at the top is a clear signal that the system is broken. It's one of the things that she says. So I like this book and I root for her because I know her story because it happened to me. The only flip side is that I got to keep my job and the managers got out. Now, for those of you who know and love Diva, what does Diva share with y'all all the time? I'm watching the ID channel. Okay. I should have went to work for the FBI after law school. I really should have. Because I love serial killers. Okay, not like in love with them, but I love trying to study them and figure out what the hell. Like these people live seemingly normal lives. Like this man. This one is another one from the library. Thank you. Oh, by the way, the other story about this book, real quick. These are public library books. Smyrna Public Library. Let me tell y'all something. So I have, when I went, let me tell y'all something. Librarians, y'all that let technology let your asses get lazy. When I went to Cobb County Library down there at Sewell Mill, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to tell y'all this story because I was pissed. Let me tell y'all what, you need helpful librarians. Okay, I need helpful librarians. But anyways, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna be back. No, okay, sorry. He I got you. But anyways, this book. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. I'm getting confused now because
The librarian thing.
Okay, so this book, I really was looking for this book, and I said, hey, do y'all have interlibrary loan? I said, I tried to do it online last night by myself. Can you help me? She had on a glove. You need to go over there and have your library card. And I was like, did you not hear what I just said? I need help. I need you to help me. Like, remember when you used to go to the library? They were more than helpful. I was pissed. So I went to Smyrna, and they don't even own this book. You know what I did? All I had to do was fill out a form. And the curator, the person who orders, decided if she was going to order this book. And yesterday I got an email saying this book was in. This book is brand new. They just got it. And you know why they got it? Because I asked for it. So make sure to leverage your libraries. We need them, okay? And I'll be back to tell you about my serial killer book. All right. We'll be back with more Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. I am your host, Miss Sophia, the Diva. This is fun. And that was Cy Smith, baby. That is Conflict, which is the title track from the album Conflict. What it's talking about is basically politics, honey, and how our lives is just one big conflict. Okay? This is Neo, this say so. Hey, this is what tomorrow holds.
Yeah, when you go into something like that library, I'm going to keep going like this, just finish the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably didn't have, I didn't know it. I wanted you to keep talking. It's money time.
Okay, and then I'll talk to you.
Okay, here's your story. Wow, it's a long one.
Okay, well, we're going to get that one then after the money story.
Yeah, you got a long one.
I definitely want to hear it. God, this is so weird to be doing the show all by myself.
Isn't it? You used to do it by yourself.
I haven't done it in so long.
Right.
By the way.
Money time.
Okay.
Think about what you want to talk about. Go ahead.
I have no idea.
Think about what you want to ask.
I'm exhausted.
I'm really tired. Think about what you want to ask for.
Okay.
Think about where you want to go with it. Right? Going around. Even that. The Blue said she partnered up with me. I don't know why she would partner up with you. You found it. Think about it. Got it?
I found Gucci.
Gucci, yeah, he's got tap that.
He ain't going. I don't know what I'm getting. That's okay though. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva, and this is a Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. You know the song. You know what time it is. I want to be about that champagne life because you know why? I'm hosting. I'm giving you my all, people, and all I'm asking is that you each of you give me $5. I need $5 from each of y'all. This is a heist, okay? My Cash App is Diva1977.
Oh my God.
If each of my followers on all my platforms gave me $5, do you know what I could do with that for marketing and advertising and being sure not to be stressed out every month wondering, is my show going to end? Because let me tell you something. I'm good through October, but after that, it is uncertain. And so I'm trying to give y'all great programming with me. Now, some of y'all love Diva. But when Diva asks y'all for $5 or $1, y'all be looking crazy like, she ain't Beyonce. Her name ain't Steve Harvey. She ain't Tiffany Haddish. Not yet.
She could be.
Not yet, because I'm not going to be anybody. I'm just the next Miss Sophia, the Diva. I got next, okay? So either way, all I'm saying is that I do have an ongoing GoFundMe campaign. You can still send money to that. Cash App Diva1977 if you want to send money to that. I appreciate those of you who do support me financially. I appreciate it. You know, it's just that it would be really nice to see certain parties support because it's kind of like, you know, I'm still alive and well, honey. So come through, pooch through. All right.
All right. So one guy wrote in, this is how I met my wife. Her dad walked into my mom's work and asked if any of the ladies had single boys. I called her up and we met. It wasn't until a year later we went on our first time celebrating 18 years on the 20th.
So they didn't meet online. They met.
Their parents said that.
So this is the old school way of dating. It's called blind date. Okay, y'all remember that blind date? So that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that there are some positive stories about people who didn't necessarily need the produce in the grocery store.
Steve told me to give you $5 and he'll give it to me next November. So I'm going to give you a cash donation from that guy that just had that. I actually have a $5 bill in my pocket, Steve. There it goes.
I got $5 on the air from a listener. Yay.
Steve Salavex.
Steve Salavex, thank you. Mwah. Tell your wife I didn't try to kiss you though. That's just love. Okay. Thank you. So either way, you know, it's good to know that there are positive stories about relationships out there. Okay. So we will continue with book time with Diva. So before I get into my serial killer, this one is called It Ends With Us. This is on my Kindle. This is also a library book. I checked this out electronically. I'm a nerd. I read a lot. So it's by Colleen Hoover. Now, one of my favorite books by her is Verity. That shit is psycho crazy. It's like a book within a book, and the hell was crazy. But this one, let me see if I can tell y'all what it's about real quick, because I don't even know what it's really about. I just said it's a Colleen Hoover book, so I picked it up and started reading it. So far, I love it. It's a good book. Let's see. Where is it? About the book? Oh, yeah, about this book. So actually they don't have a summary of it. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Anyways, Colleen Hoover, check it out. But Verity is the one you want to read first. And for those of you, once again, I should have been an FBI profiler. I should have been part of the Mindhunter team. Okay. I totally should have been. I love true crime. I just do. Like, I just recently learned that Ted Bundy has a daughter. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that shit. I was like, this motherfucker got married before going into prison and had a baby during a conjugal visit. Okay, is that not crazy? But here's somebody else that's batshit crazy. Okay, Israel Keys. Okay, this book is called American Predator. You can get it at your local library, bookstore. It's the hunt for the most meticulous serial killer of the 21st century. It's written by Maureen Callahan. Now, what makes him so meticulous? This motherfucker was planning out murders 2-3 years in advance. Placed the tools that he was going to use to kill the people with, and then fly to that destination, kill them, and then get back and go home to his girlfriend and daughter. Yes, people. Israel Keys. Now, unfortunately, this young man did not really get his jail sentence through because he decided to take the coward's way out. He didn't mind killing other people, but he didn't want to face trial for the shit that he had done, so he killed himself. Okay, so that's reading with me. This is Reading with Miss Sophia the Diva. So I have 3 books from the public library. But sometimes you can get good deals on Amazon Kindle, especially on Sundays when they have like bestsellers for like $2.99 and $1.99. So I usually prefer buying my books, but I'm going to try to become a better supporter of our public libraries because it helped make me the woman I am today because I spend a lot of time reading. All right, do we have a question?
Shaq Double D said,
hey, Shaq Double D, what's going on? It's the All Black Comedy Show. Is that this week? Saturday, y'all. Support my fellow comedian, fellow, what do we call it? Radio station?
This is Ghetto Gospel, Thursday nights at 9:30.
Yeah, support Ghetto Gospel Thursday nights at what? 9:30. It's the same time slot as mine, just a different day. But the All Black Comedy Show at Lynn's is happening. Go to Shaq Double D or the All Black Comedy Show page on Instagram or Facebook, and you can get your tickets. And Cameron
Keys.
Cameron Keys,
Cameron Keys
who was a guest of Miss Sophia the Diva. He will be back. I just love that young man. He is just hilarious because his delivery is just so natural. It's hilarious. But what did I want to talk to y'all about? There was something, I'm drawing a blank because, now I didn't watch this week's episode because we haven't talked about reality TV in a long time. And I don't really formally review this show. But if y'all ain't watching on is doing really good with the reality show you have to have in the whole Charlotte. That's a really good show. But this one to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Baby, I sat up one day and I was watching it. I kind of was watching it playing in the background. But it is a couple on there, Melody and Marietta. Okay, it's 3 couples. Now, they all supposed to be going into business on this real estate venture, building houses and shit, flipping properties, making money. But Martell is a narcissist, okay? He can't work with nobody. Hell, he can barely work with himself, okay? But one of the most disappointing and disconcerting things about him, now, let me also preface it with this. Their word on the street, according to Funky Dineva, allegedly, Martell and his uncle used to be some hustlers before he went legit, like trying to rob ATM machines and shit. And either way, when Melody, his current wife, got with him, he was in a relationship with somebody else, but she took him because they said that she was willing to do dirt with him and do business that way. I don't know how true this is. These are all alleged. I don't know if these are factual. But here's what Martell has done. About a year ago, I guess it was found out that Martell was cheating on Melody, right? Now, they got 3 children at home. This Negro out here in Huntsville streets in Alabama slinging pee like it's community dick, okay? So he out here dick dipping. And he act like he ain't done nothing wrong. Like, he just supposed to be all is forgiven, okay? Because he was upset because his other business partner, this other guy, I can't remember what his name is, Michael or somebody, I guess it had come up in a conversation about the fact that, yeah, Martell cheats. So he made the comment to him that it is okay. He told his friend, he says, it's okay to lie to your wife because you have more to lose. But it's not okay to lie to your friends. What in tarnation? You must be a special kind of stupid, aren't you? I mean, really? Like, it's okay to lie to your wife, but not to your friends. Okay, it ain't okay to lie, period. But, and then women, here's the other thing too. So, like, she had kicked him out the house initially, right? So, but now he's allowed to sleep upstairs in one of the spare bedrooms, one of the guest bedrooms, right? So he was like, well, the kids can tell that something is wrong. And you know, I just don't want their psyche to be messed up. And I'm like, was this before or after you decided to step out on your wife and family? Were you thinking about the kids' psyche then? Because clearly you weren't. And then he tries to minimize the betrayal. Don't do that. But I'll tell you one thing, the other one, the friend that he confronted in the episode the episode before the most recent one that was on Saturday, because I haven't watched it yet, but I saw a clip. Let me tell you something, man, don't dance around questions when a woman asks you. And women, pin his ass to the damn cross and make him tell you the truth, okay? If you are asking a question with a question, I ask you, is it true what Martell said about you being out here with 20 different women? What do you mean? Why is that even a question? I mean, after 18 years, shouldn't you know the answer to that? No, nigga, you tell me. That's what I need to know. Okay? So, I mean, he was like dancing around that question like he was clown dancing like Chris Brown or somebody. Okay? I was just like, no, this Negro didn't. Girl, leave that hoe. Okay? Because if he can't answer it, you already gave me the answer. Because if I ask you, have you cheated on me? The bottom line is this, yes or no. So you also live by the same code as your good friend Martell, but see, birds of a feather flock together. So he's guilty by association. He's like, you out here just like everybody else. What are you talking about? I wasn't out there like everybody else. Then when your wife asked you, you couldn't even tell her you weren't out there like everybody else. Like, is you crazy? I mean, what's really going on? But either way, I love the show, y'all. I'm going to keep watching. And y'all know I always try to support my sorors that are on shows, okay? So we've got 2 minutes. Does anyone else have anything else they want to share from the love lines to the hotline? Because Diva's ready to hear these stories. Uh-oh, do we have something? No, we ain't got nothing. Okay, so anyway, real quick, y'all. Did y'all get into Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion Part 2? I haven't reviewed it yet. Ooh, child, Jesus. Ooh, Ashley Darby, baby, your man is gay. Okay. You lucky. I don't know why you ashamed. I mean, we know you his beard. And of course he probably offered to pay you. But then you got pushy and wanted a baby. Meanwhile, he was just trying to live his best, divorced life after, because he got 2 grown children. But now you done gave him another baby. He gonna be dead before age 80 because he a booty grabber. He like grabbing booty, Ashley. And Robin, I love you. You one of my favorite housewives on there. But baby, one is moved on. If you can't answer the question that Andy asked you about, are y'all in a monogamous relationship, and you said you think so, you don't know. You might be in a monogamous relationship. He might be the only, but he might be community penis like Martell. Maybe they know each other. I'm just saying. But either way, Robin, I need for you to get on Bumble. I need for you to get on Tinder or somewhere and find you a couple of dicks to put in between you and Juan to distance yourself. That came from the Twitter congregation. I'm just conveying what the Twitter congregation said, okay? So I'm just saying, my producer over here is dying. Y'all know my ass is crazy. By the way, that's all I got.
I got a question.
Yes.
What is a community penis?
That means he just out in the streets fucking everybody.
What is dick dipping?
That's what they do.
The same thing?
I just call it dick dipping. You dipping in the puss. Okay. You don't know if the puss front stink or not.
Oh, I know the puss.
You don't know. I say puss front. When I was describing Ashanti the other week, I said, "Oh, it looked like her puss front stink."
Oh, what about the Emmys?
I didn't watch the
Oh, did you not see that dress?
What dress?
The Ashanti dress.
No. No,
we're gonna talk about that next week.
No, we'll have to talk about it. Diva don't watch the Emmys. I support, my fellow actors and artists, but I don't watch it. And I want to tell y'all something else. Just because when they see us didn't get all the awards you thought they should get, the award is in the viewership, not in getting a trophy. Shout out to Sora Ava DuVernay for doing a good job. Sora or Fia can't watch it. I can't. I tried to watch it. I turned it off. But either way, we're about to close out this week's segment of a Diva Disturbed on BFAM 109.6. And what does the Diva always say, usually when I sign off on my YouTube? Chin up, buttercups. The sun will come out tomorrow, I promise you. But in the meantime, in between time, stay fabulous. And when the Diva says stay fabulous, I'm talking about keep that state of mind fabulous, all right? See y'all next week. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva, BFAM 109.6.